What's up, world? It's your boy, Coach EV, aka EV the Geeker, and welcome to another episode of Talking Hoops in the Sip Live. Talking Hoops in the Sip. That's right, man. I'm excited tonight. I don't know what to do. Woo, I don't know what to do, man. I got some superstars on here today. Plus, I got the regular clowns, but it's off the chain. So I'm getting the text here. But let me go ahead and introduce who we got on today. We'll do our special guest last. We got from Southern Sports Platform, my guy Talante Weber. T-Well, what's up?
What's happening, man?
Then we got Cordarius Jones, C. Jones Ball and Business in the building. Memphis finest, South Haven's finest, Hernando's finest.
Don't say no South Haven finest. I ain't from South Haven, bro.
You ain't from South Haven? Okay.
No,
What about Walls?
No, sir. Hernando, Memphis.
Hernando, Memphis. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And then we had the guy from the zoo on, Eddie Young, and I don't know if he's on or not. Did he go back to the jungle? But anyway, we'll introduce him. But we have two very special guests. One, we have three very special guests. Let's see here. Yes, we have three very special guests. Then now she just popped on. So, but we'll start from top to bottom from my screen. We have from Canton, Mississippi, 6'1". From what's y'all exit 119? Is that what it is?
Yeah, exit 119.
Nissan plant people in the building. 5A Miss Basketball, Shamira Morton. Welcome, Shamira.
What's up, Coach?
Glad to have you on. Shamira right now is in a club in Canton, and she went into the back room just chilling with. That's when you got the red LED lights going. She muted out the music, but thank you, Shamira, for just popping out. Thank Dwayne and Miss Morton for just letting you come on. I know they own a nightclub in Canton. I'm just messing with you. Also from Hernando High School, 7A Miss Basketball, Fran Kelly. What's up, Fran?
Hi.
Oh God, here we go. Hi. Now we all know one. You hear Cora, you see how she acted? Hi.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, friend. We ain't gonna do that today. We ain't gonna do the little hi, But anyway, we'll go on. We'll move on from you and introduce from 4A Miss Basketball, Tishomingo County. Please welcome to the stage and welcome to the show, Meg Moore. What up, Meg?
What's up?
You see the swag? She came on with friend. You gonna give me hi, and she gonna give me what's up? What we doing? Where we do that at here? I tell you, it's only on Talking Hoops in the Sip where we just got all type of energy, man. We got stars sipping on a drink back there, sipping on a slushy from. This is what we do here. I got mine. It's okay. Man, we do it here like that. Now we got some legit. I got water, and I know you got a slushy. Now when Cord pulled his up, trust me, he got something different in there. And look at this guy from the jungle. He gonna put his face on. You've been here the whole time. You've been feeding on the animals back there. You gotta be ashamed of yourself for popping on. These people here waiting on you. Eddie Young, Mississippi Play Sports. Hi, easy one. Yeah, you muted. That's right. You can't even talk. You muted. Can we hear you now? Can you unmute yourself?
Can you hear me now? What's up, man? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now, man. How does it work in the jungle? Are you on?
Hey, what's up, friend Kelly, Shamira? How y'all doing, man? I don't pay no attention to him. What's up? Who is that? Is that Meg Moore?
Yeah, that's
Yes.
man.
Hey, what's up? What's up, young ladies? How y'all doing? I ain't got time to deal with this foolishness tonight. Congratulations to each and every one of y'all. Y'all had a successful season. Go ahead, AV. Let's get to the show, man. We ain't got time for all this. People trying to enjoy a good show tonight. Where's Shamira Moore? Is that Shamira? We can't see Shamira. Where's Shamira at?
I told you where she is at. You didn't hear me? She's in a nightclub. Her her, Dwayne, her dad, they had the. I mean, they own the club in Canada. Shamira just jumped off into the back room there, just
No.
with the LED, chilling. She, and drinking a slushy. You know, no, she's chilling. But anyway, let's start with hold on, my computer's messing up. I want to start with Shamira, and I'm gonna ask all of you guys this. So this will be a question for everybody. So Shamira, Fran, Meg, you guys are off. I'm gonna go right for the. I'm going for the juggler because you guys are stars. So I'm gonna go and hit y'all with some good hard questions early. Shamira, you had a great season. Obviously, I mean, averaging a double-double the last 2 years, getting to the state championship back-to-back. But this year, breaking through and winning Miss Basketball. Here's the question. Here's the big question. I'm hitting it from the top. Miss Basketball, if you had to choose Miss Basketball or state championship, which one do you choose?
I'm on both, but if you like choosing, I say Miss Basketball.
Okay. I appreciate it. Can you tell me? I mean, tell me your thoughts. Why?
I mean, because I feel like I just think Miss Basketball would be a way bigger accomplishment than a state title. To me, it's in my opinion, but I'm always want both. I always want both. When it comes to both of them, it's a good accomplishment. So,
Absolutely, I agree with you. Let me ask you this: you hit a big game. You got your revenge against Laurel. Hit a big game shot against Laurel to send it to the championship, and just came up a little short against Pontotoc. We were talking a little earlier. How do you from being that because I think this is important as a 16-year-old young lady? How do you, with your emotions? Tell me what your emotions were after the game, and then tell me how you've begun to start the process of recovery from losing the game.
From losing the game like that, it was kind of like it hurted. It hurted a lot because knowing that you was supposedly quote unquote beat that team, it just losing against them, it kind of hurted me. Put me in like a little emotional state, but I'm like now, like I'm like in the process of getting over it. Still trying to get through the emotions and stuff like that. But I just been just keeping close with family and just keep hooping and just going on my day and getting ready for AU. So and trying to get back to the championship and win next year.
How y'all team looking for next year?
It's looking good. We losing two bigs and a guard that came off the bench, but basically we still looking the same.
I got you. So you coming back, right?
Yes, I'm coming back for sure.
So at the end of the day, I'm talking about two bigs. Now,
Yeah,
that's cool, but you
yeah,
are a big.
yeah. Yeah, you can say that. Yeah.
So Brad, same question for you. You came up, you were a little short. You came in, you took Hernando, you and your sister and the rest of Hernando to the Elite Eight, I think. And then you lost there. If you had to choose Miss Basketball or a state championship, which one?
I think Miss Basketball.
And your thoughts?
I picked Miss Basketball because I feel like that's a personal achievement, and it just shows how much you work overall. Like there's a lot of good girls in 7A basketball in any A, but to be picked for Miss Basketball, that's a big accomplishment for yourself.
Tell me a little bit about, you coming from, you've been to you started out at Horn Lake. I think you were a ninth grader at the time when you played on that really good team and lost to Tupelo at Horn. Tupelo that's been a thorn in your side, hasn't it? Because you lost to Tupelo when you was at Horn Lake. You lost to Tupelo this year. Talk to me a little bit about how you are, how you're preparing for next year and trying to get to the big house.
I think getting more of my teammates be the biggest thing because as this year, two people can't win it all, and you gotta have a a whole solid 5. And so with us getting a new school, our zoning is going down some, so we have a chance for some some new players to come inside and to out as a whole. But I think pushing players as a whole would just be our biggest way into getting to a title.
Okay, cool. All right, let's move on down to Meg Moore. Meg, I just happened to be at the game against ICC. You lost the eventual state champion, Choctaw Central. I was there, and I said to some people when I was watching the game, I said, this is probably going to be the state championship game. I'm going to ask you the same thing as I asked the other young ladies. Which one? Miss Basketball State Championship.
I think a state championship would be mean more to me.
You've already won one, correct?
Yes.
You won one last year as an 8th grader.
Yes.
Now this year you got a chance to, you didn't. You. I know you wanted to repeat. I know you try to win one every year. You try to, you just. I know all 3 of y'all trying to win one every year. But what's your thoughts on why did you pick the state championship over the Miss Basketball?
I think, you work all season like with your team to accomplish, the end goal, which is like the state championship. But also like you can like win MVP. You can still like, do your thing in the state championship and win a gold ball. But I am very blessed to be Miss 4A, so.
So you look. How have you started the recovery process for as far as for next year and trying to, come back with a vengeance and different things like that?
I'm just kind of taking it slow. Still working though, trying to get stronger in the weight room. But I am running track, so that's kind of, like a little side hobby.
Whoa!
Yeah.
What we doing? We got 2 people running track. Fran running track. What you running, man? What you running?
I do the high jump and then I do the 4x400.
Fran, ain't you doing the 4x400? Well, what you got? Y'all run against Hernando?
I don't think so.
Do you run the 400 too, man?
Yes.
What's your? Hey, you know what? Let's get off the show right now and let's go find the track. You and Fran 400 right now.
It's tough. I ain't gonna lie. 400 is pretty tough.
Oh wow, we got 2. Y'all jump in, Eddie, Talante, Cord. Y'all go ahead and jump in and ask any of them. I've asked my little questions to start us off. Who's next?
Well, I'll jump in. Oh, go ahead, Cord.
First of all, I'm not gonna let you just keep doing that. You can't jump at all. You know that, so stop saying you're gonna jump in anywhere. Elephants do not jump. Now say something else. Now go ahead.
Hey, go ahead, Cord.
No, I just wanted to say, from for Shamar Morton and Fran, um, what was kind of some reasoning? Is there any kind of underlying reasoning that you would want to kind of win Miss Basket? Is this something that's always been on your list that you kind of checking off winning Miss Basketball? And how far was that on your list as far as priorities of having in your high school career?
You want to go first, friend? Or you want? I mean, of course, that was on like my list of my high school career. But winning the state title, it actually was on there way before winning Miss 5A. But winning it now is making me realize that that I'll love this accomplishment probably a little bit more than the state championship because it's something just like personal.
I guess no, that's real. That's real. How
Yeah.
about you, Frank? Because every kid want to win that gold ball at the end of the year, but at the same time, Miss Basketball a pretty big accomplishment as well. So, how you feel?
The reason why I chose Miss Basketball over the state title is because those are individual goals, and I feel like when college come and scout and things like that, they look as a team as a whole, but individual players get that one scholarship. They don't just offer a team, and I just feel like the state title is on my list before Miss Basketball, but after winning Miss Basketball, I just feel like that was just a bigger overall accomplishment due to.
Yeah, I
Let me
understand.
say
And then you
Let
got
me say
Meg. Oh, my
something real
bad, Eddie.
quick.
And then you got Meg that already won one. So maybe her answer would have been a little different as well. So I understand.
Oh no, you good.
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead, Eddie.
Hey, let me just say, there is a bigger individual award that's coming up pretty soon. That's to me, that's bigger than Miss Basketball. And I'm not gonna dive into it because I know EV got it on his notes. But I will say this: the Gatorade Player of the Year, in my opinion, comes down to you two ladies. That's at the top of the screen, Shamira Morden and Fran Kelly. I think is a two-way race, in my opinion, for the Gatorade Player of the Year, which is even a bigger honor than Miss Basketball. So I'm sure that's on EV's list. So I don't want to jump into that.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
He say I can't jump,
Go
and
ahead.
he say I can't jump, Meg, but he barely can walk, Meg Moore. He talking about me can't jump. At least I can walk. But let me ask. Let me ask. Fran. I start with Fran. Um, as far as like your particular game, is there any player that you kind of pattern your game after NBA or WNBA or uh, college that you kind of try to emulate or imitate?
Y'all asked me this question last time, and I said a little bit of Paige Beckers and then a little bit of Flajit.
Yeah, I do remember that now that you said that. What about you, Shamara?
Hey, listen, I didn't remember it. So at the end of the day, I needed to hear it again. Thank you, ma'am, since you want to talk about last time. I didn't remember no Paige Beckers and Fly J.
Right.
So I thank you for reminding us again.
I'll say WNBA wise, I'll say Asia because she's so versatile and she can do pretty much everything on the court, a little bit of everything. And I'll say NBA wise, I'll say probably Giannis because he's my favorite player. So probably Giannis a little bit.
Okay, Giannis.
I like the Giannis. I like the Giannis thing. So,
Yeah, I like that too. What about you, Meg? Answer that question. NBA. I mean WNBA, and if you had to pick.
I'd probably say Paige Beckers, or like Kevin Durant.
mm,
Okay,
mm.
KD. MM. Hey, you know what? We need to go and get you an NI. Hold on, just a second. Eddie, we got Paige. I mean, we got Meg on like, and there's no disrespect to Shamira or Fran, but she's got the nickname. You already have a deal with M&M's. That's all you eat. You get an M&M deal for her, Meg Moore, M and M. You already you done, you got a deal with him, Eddie. You remember when you
Hey,
did?
Talante, can somebody laugh at these corny jokes, man? Somebody help about.
Hey,
Hey, let me say this
I
before
want to say
Talante
this,
asks his
Meg.
question.
I, okay.
Hey, I got a delay, Cord. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna ask Meg. Meg, what happened? I remember this little kid, sixth grade, back in the day, coming down dribbling, had a little wiggle in your game. What happened? You look all of 6'1" now. What happened? You explode to this superstar. What happened, Meg Moore? Please, because it feel like it done went so fast. Can you slow down a little bit? Because you just done blossom into this big time player. What happened, Meg?
I guess I just got in the gym more, fell in love with the game a little bit more, watched more basketball, but
Mm.
just the work kind of picked up a little bit. So, and my want to win. So, yeah.
And the height, I guess, it just came natural, huh?
Yeah, I think it did. I hope I can get a little 1 more inch or something, but
1 more inch or so.
How tall are you right now, Meg? What did your when you got have you gotten measured with your shoes on? I mean, how tall were you when you got measured with your shoes off?
like about 6 foot.
Well, that means
Mm.
if you got measured with your shoes off at 6 feet, how many games this year you play with your shoes off?
uh, None, I guess.
That's right, none. So when you got your shoes on, that gives you an inch out there. I'm telling you, you just to me, you have Yeah, I guess I gotta watch a little bit more WNBA. So you said Paige Beckers and KD. I like that.
I like the
Well,
KD.
all
I
I'm
like
saying,
the KD comparison.
I like the KD too. I like that too. I like that I like that geek too. But before we move on, we have just two people have entered the Geeker Zone. My guy Snacks, ESPN SP Award winner Thomas Snacks Lee. What up, Snacks?
What's going on, EV? How you doing, my man?
Oh man, doing great. Bassa, being a successful student athlete is in the building. And then we have da, 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 6A state champion point guard from Callaway High School, Johanna. I ain't never called her Johanna. JoJo Wilson in the building. What's up, JoJo?
What's up, Coach?
Hey, listen, we've had a chance to talk to a little bit to Shamira and Fran and Megan and not Megan, Meg. I mean, I don't know where I got the Megan from, but Meg, and we asked this question, so I'm going to ask you this question. I know that you were in the running for Miss Basketball, but you won that elusive state championship. Talk to us about uh, how that feels, because I can remember you as when I first saw you, you were a seventh grader or eighth grader when we was, COVID, and I did a lot of your games. You didn't lose a game in middle school, and I remember your dad saying something really ridiculous. I have to say it now because he said it, and so I'm gonna put him out on blast. He was so excited about y'all team, JoJo. He said, "Man, I think we can win right now. Our team, we could go and win in high school right now." And I said, Larry, you're eight. We know y'all good, but come on, Larry. But you and Coach Sutton, along with Ringo and those young ladies, came to Callaway, did the journey, and got your state championship, JoJo. So proud of you. Got the revenge on West Jones. Talk to us through that whole 4-year process and how you feel to be the first Callaway to get their first ever state championship. All of that. Just talk to us through the emotions and give us a little synopsis of that.
Um, coming in, it was rough that first year. We was losing by 40 and 30, like back to back games. So, it was tough, but everybody has an adjustment. And I think after a while we kind of just figured it out. And, losing our 10th grade year, you know, we got there, but that wasn't the ultimate goal. So just to come back my senior year and to win it all, it was kind of full circle. It felt amazing, especially to be the first, and it had been done before. So yeah, it was a lot of emotions, a lot of happiness. It felt good. Overall, though.
Well, man, we definitely proud of you, and you definitely put the city of Jackson on your back. There hasn't, it's been a lot of, to be honest with you, JPS hadn't had a lot of success lately as far as basketball goes, like it used to be in the past. And for you to come in and put the state capital, ultimately, yourself and Coach Sutton and your dad, and all the really good players that you guys had. That's a trip. That's a big deal. Anybody, Talante, you want to jump in? I know girls ain't your geek, but you can,
I mean, basketball. Going back to everybody that won their trophies. I want to know what was the hardest. What do you think separated you girls from everybody else? Why do you think that they pick you guys over everybody else? If you had to describe your game, why would you pick yourself over everybody else in that A? And y'all can go
Jamar,
ahead and
Meg, like don't all jump in at once.
You want me to go first, Coach?
Yeah, go ahead, Shamar.
Okay, I feel like I stand out in my A because the effort that I put in on the court, the way I score the ball, the way I rebound the ball, the way I defend the ball so well. That I feel like I'm like I stand out a lot in my A. So That's the main reason why I think the dedication that I have for the game. That's how I feel. So, yeah.
Fran.
Um, I'll say the reason why I stand out in my A is because I had a big transition from my sophomore year to my junior year. My mindset was better, my mentality, and my overall love and affection for the game really showed in my junior year. So I feel like that's why.
I need to stay right there because you said something very powerful. You say your mindset. Now, it's one of the things I talk about with my girls here at the W. I talk about two things. That I talk about a lot of things, but main thing is your mindset. Your mindset has to be right, and how do you deal with adversity? How do you feel, Fran? And then we'll get Meg to answer. How do you feel? Like, how did your mind? What? How did your mindset change? I mean, what changed?
Um, my sophomore, I'm not gonna lie, I used to let small stuff get to me. And I feel like my junior year, I just let that stuff go and I just hooped. And I realized that regardless of what happens on and off the floor, you can control what you do on and off the floor. You can't control everybody else. And I feel like my sophomore year, I was really focusing on trying to make sure everybody was somewhat close or perfect to me. And I had to realize that I'm going to want it more than other people do.
Okay. Meg, your thought process of Talante's question.
Wait, can you say the question again?
Yeah.
I asked, what do you think separated you? What do you think made them pick you for Miss 4A basketball over everybody else?
I think my work ethic kind of stood out. But also, I'm only a freshman doing these things, which is pretty big. But I'm just gonna continue to work and strive for this award again next year, and strive for a state championship, obviously. But yeah, I think my work ethic and just my willingness to do what it takes, I guess.
Jojo, let me ask you this question, and Eddie, whenever I know you were off, you're in the jungle, and sometimes the reception's not good, so we understand that it freezes up and stuff like that. So we
Yeah.
understand. And but Jojo, let me ask you this question, Jojo, because I asked them earlier. You were in the running for Miss Basketball, and arguably it came down between you and Duckworth, and obviously Duckworth won it, and you didn't. Talk to us a little bit about that disappointment, and then how much did that have to play? Because you really played your butt off in that championship game. I remember a couple years ago. I'm just be honest with you. I think you may have scored 13 points, but you had several air balls. But like this game, you was just like you was locked in. It just seemed like you had extra oomph, like you had something to prove. Was that the case or not?
To be honest, I feel like I did, but not winning it was kind of disappointing. But then I realized like the bigger picture at hand, which of course is the state championship. So I kind of put it on the back burner. I just bracket on me, and we did too. So I could just honestly have my chance.
You're breaking up just a little bit. Say that again
Like
if you can.
Basically, I just hope that us just make it to the state championship, and we did too. So I can honestly, show everybody who the real one is, and I feel like I prevailed. But at the end of the day, to me, I'm happy I didn't win it because I won the state championship. So I ride with it.
Okay, I can respect that. Easy one.
Yeah, I just want to say I know you young ladies are some special athletes, and y'all have had some remarkable games. In basketball, is a lot of highs and a lot of lows. I just want to touch before my phone goes out again. Let me touch some of the highs and the lows. I'll start with Miss Morton. Can you talk about because it seems like every time I'm looking, Shamar, you close to a triple double or doggone quadruple double. I mean, you're a stat stuffer. Um, can you, out of all the games you've played, is there like a AAU or high school just like that one moment where you were in the zone and you felt like maybe, man, I really got it going tonight. Maybe one of your best games that you've had so far?
To me, I would say the more locked in game that I had this year that I remember, is the lower game, the semifinal game, because I was looking at that game like I had some, like not that I had something to prove, but it's just the mentality of that game that had put the extra push in me to win that game. That's the game that I remember. You know, I played a lot of basketball, so that's the game that I remember that I feel like I did. I was super locked in.
Okay. Could y'all hear Shamira pretty good? Because I'm having some issues.
Yeah, I heard her really well. I heard
Can
her.
y'all hear Talante?
Yeah, I heard it pretty good.
Yeah, I can hear.
Okay. Fran, what's your all-time high? Like not so much points, but just a game where you feel like it was one of your better games.
One of your best games, man.
I would say the first game of the season, I felt like when we played Center Hill, or the second time I would say also as well, just because the first time it was at their house and packed gym, packed crowd, and I wanted to perform my best. And the second time I was playing without my sister, and so we usually work off of each other, and so not having her on the floor, I had to just change my mindset up a little bit and trust inside, put a little bit more trust than I usually do inside of my teammate.
I got you. Meg, did you have a 40-point game?
Yes, I did.
Go ahead, Eddie. You finished that? That was it.
No. Evie, I'm gonna have to go back out and come back in, man. I wanted to get to JoJo too, and really just kind of Evie, if you don't mind. I was just wanting to see one of their high points in their career, and then maybe some low points. I know Shamira was talking about how she got over or kind of getting over her loss in the state championship game, and I know JoJo had to experience that a couple of years ago. So I just kind of wanted them to touch on maybe some of their high points and then low points in their career. That's all.
Okay, man, you got to, you've gotten, obviously, you heard what he said. I know you've only had 2 years at it. So tell us a low point and a high point of your career so far.
I guess the high point was winning the state championship last year. And this is like my first year, like really losing in high school. So I guess losing the Choctaw was kind of my low point in the third round.
JoJo, what about you?
For me, it's my 10th grade year. Of course, you was losing to West Jones, and then this year is my high point coming back and beating them. So,
What was the best individual game you had this year, JoJo? And who was it against? How many points and what you did or whatever? Where was the game you felt like, man, I was there? Which one?
Probably in the moment, I probably didn't feel this way, but when I had 15 assists versus regional.
Oh, okay. That's a lot. Yeah, that is a lot of assists. 15. What about you, man? What was the game you felt like? Ooh, I'm pretty good tonight.
Probably the Dashler game. I had 42 and 10.
40. Did you know, like when you like? There's a few scores on here, like myself and Court. Talante had never had that many points in his life. But I can appreciate that. I had 47. Since you asked, I had 47 my first high school game. Actually, I had 47, 14, 9 assists, and 8 steals without the three-point line. But who's talking about me right now? How did you know you had 40? Did you know you had a 40 ball?
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't. I thought I knew I had like 30 or something, but I didn't know I had 40.
Okay. Corey, when you've had 40, did you know you had 40?
I ain't gonna lie. The time I hit 40, it had the little thing up there. We playing in the arena. I had the score thing keeping up there, so I knew I was looking at it. I was looking all the time.
Shamar, you had 40 this year too, right?
Yes, sir. I think I had 40 like in 3 games. I think. Yes.
Mm.
Okay, three
Look at
games.
that.
Mm.
Did you know you
Mm.
had? Did you know you had that?
Um, Probably not because I really don't be focusing on it. But I think I had kind of realized that I was getting up there in the points when it just started coming easy, and I kept going back to back. So yeah.
Fran, how many 40s you had this year?
I can only remember one, but I don't know.
What how did you feel that night? Did you know you had did you feel like, ooh, I got a 40 ball today?
No. Usually when I have like I feel like I played bad and like I didn't score that much.
Let me ask you this, Fran. You did something to me which was pretty amazing. You did this probably more than anybody this year. You had probably almost 12 to anywhere from 12 to 15 30 balls. That's not an easy thing to do. You led the state in scoring with 27 a game. How are you able to, because you had some of those games that were blowouts, how were you able to just lock in and get, and go ahead and get 30? Because that's not an easy thing to do.
I would say just coming in and putting the game away early was one of the main parts, and I was just scoring when I needed to score. I wasn't trying to force it or anything like that. If the game was close and the coach asked me to put the ball in my hands and get a bucket, I was trying to get a bucket. But other than that, it was look to make sure your teammates get involved, and when you got the open shot, shoot it.
Ooh, I just thought of something. Yes, I just thought of Snacks, we ain't heard from you, dog. I'm waiting on you. So you know you're supposed to jump in whenever. You got some Snacks? Or
Yeah,
you
you,
are
you
you
know, Snacks might be at that state game. You know, it's an OT right now.
Hold on, what happened? My bad. What happened?
yeah, see, yeah, Snacks, yeah, with nothing, dog. We just wanted to make sure you were still with us. But if you got anything, but before I do, if you got a question, ask it after this. JoJo, Fran, I forgot about this. Y'all played each other. Fran was up 20 on them, and you was going to work on them. JoJo, Fran, talk to me about that game a little bit. JoJo and them came back and got y'all by 4. Talk to me a little bit about that, JoJo. When Fran was going off in the first half, what was your thoughts, JoJo, at the time?
You went in and out. Can you say that again?
I said when y'all played each other early in the year, Fran was going off in the first half. I heard I wasn't there, but then they was up 20 on y'all. Y'all came back and eventually won. What went through your mind, and what did Coach Sutton say to y'all at halftime about how y'all was gonna come back and who was gonna stop Fran?
Um, I can't even remember. I think in the locker room, coach is like yelling and screaming, and it kind of like lit a fire under us. And we came out, and like everything just picked up, like defensive wise. Like we was being more consistent offensively, and then we started pressing them. And I think we went. I don't know if we went on like a run, like a 10-0 run, and we cut it, and we looked back. And but I ain't gonna lie, Fran was going off. She was killing us for a while, but I think second half we kind of just kicked in.
Fran, talk to me. How disappointing was that? You going against a powerhouse in Callaway, along with you got, and then you were up, and then all of a sudden they came back. Talk me through the high and then the low in that game of losing it.
I think the high was to open up to the team. I think as a whole, we see that don't determine no type of game. I mean, it was no excuse for us to lose that game. I think we really comfortable there whole, and we tried to get aggressive towards the end of the game, and it was just too close. And the team, Callaway got some fire under them. We had been calming it down because we was up 20 and came back and it showed us that 20 don't girls basketball.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that was. I remember that. That was a good game. Meg, did y'all play? play against anybody over here this year, man? Did you play against
Mm,
Callaway?
no.
You played against Callaway your eighth grade year, though, didn't you?
Yeah.
They popped y'all, didn't you? Because I think I was there.
Yeah, they did. They got us pretty good. They was like 12,
Maple on
15.
the Trail. I remember that. Yeah. Okay. I forgot we got a little history here on talking the slip. Yeah, I love that. That's some good stuff. Man, Shamara, it just done got darker and darker. You read the LED to turn. I mean, my goodness, it's like what else?
Hey,
JoJo got
In the
her little
VIP
dark
section,
going
huh?
on.
hey, she at the hookah lounge.
Yeah, JoJo got her little dark going on, just chilling, back in the cut.
We got the bottle girls coming out.
And Corey, hey, Talanda, Corey, we the only ones really. Now, like I said earlier, I'm sipping on some water, and I know
Fruit
Shamara
punch.
sipping on some slushy, but not Corey. That ain't no Kool-Aid right there.
That cool. That's fruit punch, man. You see
Fruit
how
punch.
red it is?
We want to have a wholesome show here on Talking Hoops in the Sip.
It's
We don't want
wholesome.
to
This
have
is
this
fruit punch.
crazy
You
going
see
on.
how red? You see how red that is?
Yeah, that look like the Hawaiian. That look like some Hawaiian punch. But anybody got anything else for these young ladies? Any other questions?
I have one. What's next for y'all? I know, like Meg. I know you say you're a freshman, so I mean, scoring a 42-point game. Like, what do you think? It's hard to say. Like, how do you think you can get better over the next 3 years? Like, what are some of your short-term and long-term goals? And I ask everybody else the same question as well, since y'all got like one more year left. Like, but start with Meg first.
I think obviously like getting stronger in the weight room is like one of my bigger goals for this next season. Um, but just continuing to like work and just striving for the goals, like never lose sight of your goals. But just keeping your path straight and just continuing to work.
That's great. What about you, friend? Your goal, like, what's the goal? Your senior year. Tell us your goals for next year.
The common goal I think everybody got is to go win a state title. But another like individual goal I got for myself is just to get better than I was and stronger than I was my junior year. For my senior year, and just overall working on the small parts of my game because I'm being recruited for a certain position, point guard, and so just working on my hand, bettering my game, so I'm college ready.
Samara.
Getting better for my 12th grade year. Getting stronger. Um, getting stronger. Trying to win the state championship. Trying to open my game up a little bit more in ball handling. Um, and just trying to get ready for the next level as much as I can. To better my game. Just like that.
JoJo, you're a senior and you've gone on a lot of visits and stuff. And soon, when can we be expecting a commitment from you? How soon can we expect something? Because I know it's got to be coming down to crunch time.
Definitely coming down to crunch time. I told everybody to just get me to the season ended. So now that the season is over, just trying to get closer day by day, making my decision. But yeah, it'll be soon. It'll be real soon.
Okay, well, cool. What do you think that when you watch college basketball, JoJo, and obviously you're going to be in college before anybody else, what's the one thing that you feel that as you've gone out and watched, I know you've been at some Division I games. Uh, what do you feel you can go and do right now at the Division I level, and then tell me something that you need to work on at that level?
Um, to start, something I need to work on, and I always say this, is my defense. Of course, I want to get better at my defense. That's something that can always improve. But on the college level right now, I think I can be a true point guard because I feel like a lot of teams lack a true point guard, and I feel like that's what I am. and that doesn't change on any level. So of course, I gotta sharpen myself, but just being a true point guard, facilitating, make sure everybody where they need to be, and being the best on the floor.
That's awesome. Well, listen, of course, you got anything for him?
Oh no, no, you good, Evie.
Well, I have appreciated listening to you guys. We're gonna give you guys uh, what we call one more geek. You can say anything that you want, and then we're gonna, stay on for a little bit and finish up a few things. But I appreciate each and every one of you for coming on. Uh, and I think that the future is bright. I've been blessed to have all of you. I've seen you through some combines and some camps I've had, and just been able to go along the journey with you. And I know with me, uh, just I've just enjoyed you guys personally. I mean, I think the world of all of you. Sometimes in the media, y'all probably don't think the world of us because we may say some things you may not like. We may not rank you where you think you want to be ranked, but I think that I'm just glad to say I know all of you. So we'll start with you, Meg. What's your last geek of the night? If you had to, you can throw shout outs to anybody that you like to, and uh, you know, you got your little 45-second geek. That's what we call it, the last geek of the night. What's yours, Meg?
I thank you for having me on this little podcast. But that's all I gotta say, honestly.
What about thinking a guy named Brian, and and all
Yeah.
that, and who
Yeah,
and who?
shout out my parents
Okay,
and my family.
okay, cool. Oh, this is what I wanted to ask you. One last thing about Kaisley Timms. I got a chance to watch her, obviously. Tell me, how was it playing next to her? I mean, it seemed like she was a blur out there when I saw her.
She's crazy fast. I mean, I've never seen somebody that fast before. But she's a little pest on defense. But she impacts her team in a big way. She brings something to the team that nobody else can bring. Her energy is really, really good. So
And you, her, and Abby are coming back next year, right? Abby Reed,
yes, yes.
and who else?
Um, me, Abby. Chloe Gobble.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
sure. And then our little point guard Claire, number 14.
okay. So y'all got y'all starting five back.
Yeah, we only lost one. It was Balin Middleton. It was the coach's daughter. So
Okay, shooter number 20.
yeah,
Gotcha. Okay, okay. All right. Tish Mingo back in the house. They said we coming back on a revenge tour.
for
We
sure.
yeah, we coming. We gonna see y'all. Fran, last geek of the night. What's your geek?
Um, I guess I'll give a shout out to my coaches, and I guess my dad is one of my coaches, but he give one too. And then I guess I'll give one to my big forehead sister Julia. Um, to my mom. That's about it.
What about wait a minute. I ain't
Oh,
gonna let you just get off
and
here now.
Bruno, I guess
Who?
Bruno.
Yeah, we better not. Bruno, I got you, dog. I got you, Bruno. Now, did you say your mom had a big forehead too, or not?
No, I didn't say that about my mom.
Oh, yeah. I know you said Jalea. I didn't know you said. No, I'm gonna tell Dominique. I can't believe you said that about Dominique. All right, cool.
I don't get no shout out for him.
Oh, and big shout out to Coach Cord.
No, you know what I'm talking about.
And
Yeah.
I guess he wait to the last minute to put me on calls. So,
Who? Ev?
yes.
Yeah, yeah. Get on him. Get on him.
Yeah, y'all can be. I appreciate y'all coming on last minute. Y'all wasn't doing that night anyway, so it was cool. Y'all was just chilling. You see everybody laying in the cut. Kicking it. Shamar, your last gig, and then we'll go to JoJo.
Oh, I like to shout out my dad, my mom for being there with me through this process. My coaches, all the coaches that been with me throughout this journey. Um, I like to shout out Coach Evie for having me on the show. To all the players that's on here, keep striving to be better each and every day, and that's pretty much it.
Hey, let me just ask you this, Shamar. Made me think. Uh, I don't see you act as well. You did say when you hit that shot, I did see you say this my house. So when you do act crazy, and that which is not much, do you get that from your dad though?
Yes, I get that pretty much him.
Oh man, 'cause your dad be like, "Woo, you don't want to mess with him out there, man."
No,
I'm trying to figure out, well, anyway, I won't say nothing else.
I get
Yeah, but no, we love Dwayne.
you.
Uh, and Mr. Morton. He loves his kids. We can say that all the parents I can say love their kids. JoJo, your final geek of the night.
I was gonna give a shout out to my parents, to my coaches, Coach Sutton, my dad, Coach Wells, Coach Stubbs, you for having me on here, to my teammates, and to y'all, good luck next season. Ball out and stay humble.
All right. Well, we appreciate you guys. You guys can log off if you like. You're welcome to stay on too and geek with us. We're gonna geek a little bit more about uh, the Coliseum and I don't know where my commenters are, my live people. I see Miss Blanks come on. How you doing, Miss Blanks? I ain't have no like a bunch of comments like we normally do. I'm trying to figure out where y'all are. Y'all could have been asking these girls questions and all like that, but they gonna go ahead and uh, what y'all on right there, friend? What we doing?
She
What's going
wanted
on in the background?
she wanted to see y'all, so I was just giving her.
Who, Jalea?
Yeah.
Let me see Jalea. What you doing, Jalea? What y'all doing over there at the Kellys? I mean, she crawled up in a fetal position. Do we need to call 911?
Yes.
What you show her again? What you doing?
Julia, stop being stupid. Stop! I don't look right. Stop yelling.
Stop on the hey, Jalea. Look at Jalea. Hey. Man, is your sister here? Or is she at Freed Harbor?
No, she's in the living room out there. They're watching
Tell her to come
some.
say hello real quick.
Actually, she might be on the phone with her boyfriend. I'm not real sure.
Oh,
I can see. Hold on.
Hey, folks got stuff to do, EV. They ain't got time.
Julia, do not unplug.
All right, they ready to go, man. It's a school night.
Yeah.
Man, you think they going to bed?
You said what, Julia?
We got at least say Shamari. Well, we can't even see who's in Shamari's house. Hey, man, what I mean, it's all Shamari. I mean, can you get somebody? Like you got a little brother, Shamari?
Yeah, but I got a little sister too. She getting ready for bed though. She got school.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like you don't, but yeah, I got you. I got you.
Hey.
You see how hey, Talanda, you see how she said, "Oh yeah, I got a little sister, but she getting ready for school."
Oh, Shamara run things over there.
Hey,
No.
you probably taking a day off tomorrow. You know these kids take a day off in a minute. It's basketball season over.
That's right.
They testing all week. Might well take advantage of it.
Oh yeah, they with testing this week. They definitely taking.
They got mental health days.
Reese, what's going on, Reese?
Hi.
I mean, they said you was on the phone with your dude.
I was upstairs.
I mean, how was Freed Harbor this year?
It was good. I really liked it.
Okay, y'all boys was really, really good this year, weren't they?
Yeah, they're doing good. I think they're playing for the conference championship sometime soon.
How did you guys do?
We did good. We already got put out of the conference tournament, so just waiting for the NAI tournament.
Are y'all getting invited to the NAI?
What is it? Are y'all getting invited to NAI? Yeah.
Are y'all having good enough record for that?
Turning up running for that. I don't know.
Who's the little one in the back right there? Who is that one?
Oh, Kate.
Is that your little sister?
Yeah.
What's up, Kate?
Hey.
Are you next?
Are you next? Oh, I guess. Say it louder.
Do you hoop? Do you hoop, Kate?
Yeah. She's not very good yet, but she'll get there with our
Oh,
help.
I love the honesty. I like how we just said she's not good. What great. Hey, Kate, do you agree with that?
Yes.
Are you gonna be better than Reese and Man Kate?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, I appreciate you guys. You
It
guys,
was good seeing y'all.
good seeing y'all too. All right. All right. So we now JoJo, I think she's left. And so Fran, Shamara, y'all good if y'all like. Again, like y'all can stay if y'all want. But who do we have now? Cord, Talante, and so we still got Snacks. Snacks, what you doing, dog? You ain't saying nothing.
Hey, look, he probably watching this state game, man. They finna, I don't know. It look like it look like it's over.
Yeah, man, y'all picked
It's
a pretty interesting night, but I'm trying to catch the last
Hey,
little bit of the
hey,
state.
game been over. The game should have been over, man. It ain't interesting.
What Josh do tonight, Snacks?
You got 16 right now.
Who they playing again?
Texas
Texas up.
Texas
They make
that game to possibly make the tournament.
Yeah.
Is it overtime?
Yeah, it look like they finna get up out of here with this one.
What's the score?
85, 82, 20 seconds left.
Who ball is it?
State just got it back.
Oh, okay. Cool. Snacks, I'm surprised you ain't at the game.
Yeah, they said that tornado was outside, so I didn't want to play with that well.
Yeah, me too. I was going too. That's the reason why I ain't go.
You said that was the game at State?
It's at
State.
State.
It was at State.
Oh, I didn't. Okay. Was it their last home game?
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Johnson.
SEC tournament next week.
Johnson, you going to it?
Yeah, I'm most definitely probably.
Where's the SEC gonna be at?
Nashville.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, that ain't that big of a, that ain't that long of a ride.
That ain't bad. It's gonna be some good games. I see Johnson shoot. He 8 for 16, 6 for 9 from the 3-point line. He had a pretty good game. I had forgot he was on there. He be scoring that rock.
Let me ask y'all this real quick. What was Talante? I know you came down one day. What was and I know you watched all the games. A lot of them were online. What was the biggest game of the tournament for you? What was the game that you said, man, this was a great game, or the best individual performance, or anything?
The only game I really watched was the Tupelo Starkville girls game. That was a really good game. I thought that might have been the best game of the tournament.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Hey, best performance hands down was Spearman from Coffeeville, 37 points in the championship, and you got hurt. I mean, I don't think nobody else did. That's probably the best performance of the. And I went back and watched the film for it. He definitely probably had the performance of the tournament for sure. Absolutely.
Yeah, he had 37 in that one. Yeah, Tupelo Starkville. Let's talk about that. Starkville had a great, really had a pretty good game plan. They did Starkville, Matt Wilbanks did a great job, in his first year, the fact that he got them to the state championship. Big Z, Zariah Edwards did what she did. Zaria Brown, sophomore, did what she did. But, the standout for them this week was, definitely the Coliseum was Jada Gay, 6'4", 2026 Jada Gay. She imposed her will. She had 17 to 16 in the state championship game. She almost willed them to a victory.
And before that, I thought she was going to be the X factor, which she was. I think Starkville had a great chance to win the game in regular time, but I figured once it went to overtime, I knew it was going to be tough. You know what I'm saying? The experience probably kicked in because Tupelo had been there. This was their third time there, so I figured Tupelo was probably going to edge them out once we got into overtime. But other than that, the first half was kind of slow. Starkville was up pretty big. But then when second half started, man, Tupelo hit some shots, put the pressure on. They started turning it over. I think they turned the ball over probably like 4 or 5 times, and the game was back and forth from there.
And
Man,
I
I
want
wish
to,
Tupelo would have kept the pressure. I would Tupelo would have came out with that pressure though. Like
well, I will
I
say
don't. It's
this.
like they were playing. It's like they were playing chess back and forth with them.
You you
I
you
just
know
they too big. They were
you,
just
you
too big.
you know what was crazy? I refereed that game in Starkville. The game was so even. Like I knew it was gonna be a good game. I really couldn't tell you who was gonna win it. I didn't know who was gonna win it honestly because I seen both of them. The game was too even. You know what I'm saying? I figured whoever had came, you really couldn't game plan for the game anyway. They had played like what 3 4 times this year, so
Three, that was the fourth
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
But I will
yeah.
say this: I want to shout out Matt Justice. I thought he had a pretty good game plan in the sense he really. It's hard to shut down both of them, but he really took Zariah Edwards out of the game for the most part. He did a good job with that, and then he made the adjustment at the halftime. You can just tell he had the girls pushing the basketball. Nadia Norfleet, to me, did one of her better jobs as a point. But I want to say this: Jade Rucker. I want to take some time to talk about her real quick. Jade Rucker coming back from two ACL surgeries to lead Tupelo to two back-to-back state championships. We can't say enough about that. I mean, and in the first half, and this is what makes her she showed why she was the number one player in the state.
So
By
hold
far.
on.
First half,
Let me pause you right there. Let me pause right there, EV. So I know earlier was like, y'all don't think she got a chance to win Gatorade Player of the Year? I know earlier I was like,
I think she does. I know Eddie said Shamar more than Fran, and I think they're definitely there. But I think Jay Rucker is definitely in that conversation. And
Mhm.
there would be any one of those would be a great choice. Jay Rucker showed in the state championship game after going 1 for 10 in the first half, not having the best game, but the second half she showed why that she said she showed why she had a Mississippi State offer and an Ole Miss offer early in her career, and she showed why she's an Austin P commit. She just completely took over the game, finished the game with 22 points, game MVP. She got every rebound she was supposed to get. She started scoring the basketball. Just an elite athlete. Uh, Shout out to Brian Rucker and Paige. They have just a quality young lady. You're talking about a young lady who is yes sir, no sir, just has a positive attitude. Like she might be tricking me, but she always gives me the little smile. They do a great job of the fake smile anyway with the Instagram and all like that. But the kids do trick me. I'm cool with the trick. Trick me, hey, she speaks. I mean, just quality. And then she has a chance sometimes where she's got enough mean streak in her where you ain't gonna punk her. Like she just has it, whatever it is. And shout out to Olivia Smith and Cadence Crump, who the game before helped get them there. Olivia Smith, I think she had 26. Cadence Crump just dominated the offensive glass, kept things alive. And then I can't say enough about Bailey Slidell. She showed how valuable she was. I don't know if y'all noticed, she went down in the state championship game, fell over the railings, looked like she wasn't gonna be able to get back in the game. And I said, man, if she don't get back in the game, I don't know if they can win. She gets back in the game, impacts the game so much defensively, hit a big three. And then obviously, Nadia Norfleet, Tupelo had probably the best starting five in the state. That starting five arguably was the best starting five in the state. I mean, they were, Nadia. What I liked about what I saw from Nadia this year, and especially that last game, she's been a combo guard to me her whole career, but she showed me in that game she can run your team, And I think going forward with her ability to score the basketball, that's going to be very interesting at the next level. She's, committed to Shelton State. Corin, I know that's your team, and I know Talante, you see them sometimes.
Y'all, boy, y'all something else, man.
I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of people don't give credit to that game. If you watch the game, the lady referee crew did a fantastic job. Like the game was officiated, like they managed the game perfect.
Yeah.
Like they called everything perfect. They gave the right fight. Like it was a perfect call game. Like the game was great all the way around. Like you had no complaints.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Hey Corey, listen to Talante. You know Talante's a ref now, so now he want to jump in and say oh man, the game was ref perfect.
It was great. Like well, when you look at it, I look at it from I can look at it from the coach spot, the ref spot. You know what I'm saying? And it just looked like the game was just perfect. Like everything just flowed. Like you couldn't even complain. You couldn't be like, oh, they got cheated. You know what I'm saying? It was just everything was there. Both teams had a chance to win it. It was just a perfect game.
Yeah. Yeah, it was two heavyweight fights, there's no question. And
I gotta give Starfield credit. They got better within the season too. They
Nah,
figured out how to
absolutely.
They figured out how to play with them two bigs. They figured out what was their identity, and I'm gonna commend them on that. But I saw them play their first game of the season, and they look totally different.
yeah, because you had Logan. I think Logan. Let me get her name right. Warren. Yeah, she was really good for him. Number 3. What was number 3's name?
I think her name's CeCe Warren, the point guard.
Yes.
Yeah,
I think she committed to. From what I was told, I think she's going to East Mississippi. She's a defender. She has an edge to her. She played really well with them. And CeCe Warren, yeah. And then obviously Zari Brown, man, she's you talk about a young lady who is 5'11", look like she's 6 feet, can handle a basketball, plays multiple positions. Matter of fact, I think they actually, she has so much respect. They boxed and won her. They took her out the game because she's capable. She really has a high ceiling. She's gonna have a chance to be really good. Her, Jada Gay, and Logan Warren next year. Starkville will be right back in the mix. Jada Gay, she took a jump early in the year. I saw her with a knee brace, and I was like, "Oh man, I don't think she should be playing." And man, she took the knee brace off, and it seemed like a miracle happened because she was running, she was spinning, she was making the left hand layups. I think the young lady has a chance to be a high major player. She's
special. She's special.
She's right there teetering. She no question a mid major. She has several, mid major offers, but she's really a summer away from maybe making that jump because she's a legit 6'4". I mean, she's long. I mean, yeah, she's definitely that. So I mean, the future is bright for girls basketball in the state. Any other boy performances, Talante, that was?
I did stay for a little bit of the Germantown Madison Central game. That one started. I thought Mike Williams was good. I thought he was really good. I thought him and Dylan were gonna go at it. They went at it for about a minute stretch, and it was pretty entertaining. But I thought Mike was really good. I think it was big for them to come over from private school after dominating over there and pretty much do the same thing in the public school thing. And a lot of people, it is a lot of pressure to come into, what I'm saying, the highest classification with all the pressure, what I'm saying, everybody like, oh, they're the best team, and they pretty much lived up to it. They won championship. So
yeah, they lived up to the hype. Mike Williams is the best scorer in the state. He's got a motor that won't quit, plays extremely hard, really impressed with it. He's a dog, man. He's gonna go to Jackson State and really do the same thing. He's going to have an impact similar to Dorian McMillan did at Jackson State.
Right.
Jackson State with Mike Williams, Deshaun Ruffin, Kevion Hutt, and Dorian McMillan. That's a ooh. If
and Keith Simmons.
Keith Simmons, that's right. If they all step on the floor, I'm just gonna say that if they all step on the floor next year for Jackson State, Jackson, those guys are going to be really, really special.
Right. I forgot about Keith. Kendrick had a good performance too. 3-time MVP, I think, 4 championships. I mean, you can't really beat that. You know what I'm saying? That's a perfect high school career. You know what I'm saying? So you
Yeah,
can't do that.
yeah, I forgot about Kedrick Simmons. I hadn't had a chance to see him play. And the other kid from Germantown, obviously Mike's brother Mason. I tell you another kid, Mason Williams. He was a really good point guard, tough, hard nosed. Obviously they got Sam Funches, Sam I am. He's really good. Just he can just do whatever he wants. Uh, Dylan Rowe before he got hurt. I hate that he got hurt in that championship game. Glad it wasn't. Everybody thought it was a broken arm, but it wasn't a broken arm. So he should be back.
Yeah, it looked bad on the video. I seen the video. I said, yeah, it looked nasty.
Yeah, he got up. He's just a hard nosed kid. To me, he's a no brainer mid-major player as well. Just your big point guard. JP Baldwin, I like to see how he's improved over his years. He did really well. And Snacks, who's the other guard from Madison Central? That's pretty good, the football player.
Jeff Flanagan.
Flanagan, really like him, man. Athlete, can get downhill. He's a scorer. He played well for them as well. I was impressed. And I tell you another kid, I was impressed with Pascal Gula, Blake Nettles. Just like he's a jump shot away, a consistent jump shot away from being a high major point guard.
Yeah, he can play. I like Blake.
He is a tough leader, controls the team. And Keelan Rich, all those guys, Pascal has done a great job. The coach there has done a great job getting them back. And they just got beat by a team of destiny, and that's the Richmond.
You know who I forgot? I forgot about Phil. Had a great performance too. He had 20.
Oh yeah, that's who I was segueing.
I think Phil was probably the most. Phil was probably the most consistent player, probably of the year, because Phil probably averaged about 25 a game every night, consistently. So he's probably the most consistent player in the state. Just looking.
Phil Nelson is arguably the nicest, toughest dog in the state. You talking about a guy, he's what I don't call him a pit bull. I call him a German shepherd. See, when I was growing up, German shepherds were guard dogs, but they were really mature. A pit bull is out of control. A Doberman pinscher was out of control. A German shepherd would look at you, not to mess with him. And that's what Phil Nelson is. Phil Nelson is just somebody, he ain't gonna talk crazy to you. He ain't gonna do none of that. But what he gonna do is he gonna drop you off at that basket. He gonna lay you on Phil Nelson. He gonna hit that mid-range. I think his next level of development, he going down there to play with D. Will and at ICC, and that's a great pickup for D. Will.
Right.
Is as he's able to hit the three ball consistently, where he takes that to a whole, because he's already pretty much unguardable. He just gets where he wants to. Well, what do you think, Snacks? I know you feel you've seen it more than probably anybody. Is that pretty accurate, or am I tripping? Am I missing it?
No, I definitely think his next step in his development is gonna be his regularity and really more so taking those shots. I just think that he doesn't take a high volume of threes, and I mean, his game is kind of predicated off like playing off the bump. So like I think that he thrives going downhill and he's very successful at it. So I just think that he doesn't do it as frequently as he'll have to translate to the next level, because of course it's gonna be tough to kind of be just rapidly downhill just a lot. So I think as he goes to college, I think that he's gonna display um his ability to make shots. I guess with just taking those type of reps in the game, but I would like to see him like create off the dribble, with a little more wiggle. If that makes sense when you go to the next level, because he got it. It's just I guess what they say, repetition create confidence. So it's just with him being able to, just take them.
Yeah, Phil so shout out to Phil and shout out to he helped me out snacks, the Ridgeland coach. He slipped my name, my
Coach
mind.
McIntyre.
Coach McIntyre, congratulations, great job going back to back, making adjustments. I mean, winning two tough games. You talk about Olive Branch and Pascagoula. That's not a slouch. I thought Olive Branch beat the team I thought was going to be there, Columbus. I thought it was going to be an original Columbus championship, to be honest with you. And so Olive Branch, Coach Rumbaugh, them got them. Shout out to my guy Phil Morris, who had the Columbus and my Columbus people. They've adopted me down here since I moved down here. Got to give him a shout out. My boy Martin Sherrod, he ain't on today. He said the power knocked out his stuff, so he ain't on today. But I sure was hoping I would see that purple and gold against Rizzo one more time. And I know Ashton Manuel has to be excited. He transfers over and he has a really good game, wins the state championship, along with I like the kid Marquise Williams and Cameron Snow, and then also Davison. So they have a pretty good five, and they all played their roles pretty well. So that's a big win for Ridgeland and anybody else we're missing that just like you said, had a
I just want to give a shout out to Cal Hurd and the Pontotoc
Oh yeah,
girls basketball because I think I might have spoke too soon on that, and I just gotta apologize. They I seen them play against Carterville kind of later in the year, and I said, man, Pontotoc were looking really really good, and they went on and did. I thought they were gonna have a down year, EV, but they didn't have no down year. Winning state championship, you can't
hey,
have a down year and win your state championship. So
man, you
shout
gotta.
out to him.
Them teams got culture, man. When you got the culture, it don't matter if you got a down year or not. You just used to it.
Man, that's unbelievable. Great coaching job. I gotta give credit. I gotta tip my hat to that.
well,
And
now let's not also remember they did have some talent. You talking about
they
two
do got
girls.
some talent. They do got some talent. They do. They
They
do.
got
One hundred
Lila
percent.
Cox, who's a top 25 kid going to Mississippi College, Channing Lane, and I love Kyle. Kyle does a great job. And then they have
But he had a killer team last year, and I was just saying, they were just gonna kind of probably have to lean on the seniors like Lila Cox and Shannon Lane a little bit more.
and they did. And then they had the other girl inside that's going to ICC to
Sailor. They
play.
had Sailor, then the other. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Sailor is the point guard. Jasmine Sailor, love her. She just does a lot of little things. And then they had Amari on the inside that's going to play softball and basketball at ICC. So shout out to Right to Pontotoc. They ended up getting it done. I know we didn't. Who else? Ingmar did it again with Macy Pfeiffer and company. They just did what they do, win championships. Michael Smith, he's 110. Let's go. We got to talk about this. Thank you, Laura, for reminding me this. Olive Branch Young Girls. The world was introduced to the 7th grade phenom, Kaylee Nix. And she didn't disappoint. She showed the world that even though I know they went to the
Yes,
final
sir.
and lost, but she showed the world that we got us another one here in Mississippi. Obviously, uh, I told you guys how great Madison Booker was going to be in college, and she's won the big first ever rookie to win for Big 12 Player of the Year. Then she comes over to the SEC, wins Player of the Year there. Kaylee Nix has a chance to follow kind of in that mold, and we had Meg Moore on earlier, and I think we have our future is bright here in Mississippi. I really do, and I wish people would stop coming over here trying to get our kids, and but Shout out to Madison Booker.
Hey, I
And
know people probably gonna be critical. You know, you say certain things, but I'm just being honest. I watched them play a lot of basketball. She was the best overall player on Olive Branch team this year, especially scoring the basketball. Without her on the floor scoring the basketball, they didn't win some of them games, and it's big for a seventh grader at 6'8" to do
oh,
that.
it's no question she's the best player on the team. I mean, that like people can get mad if they want. She's like when you look at, I know I do rankings for each class, but if I had to do a combined who are the best 25 girls regardless of class, she would be in that conversation. She is out of however many girl basketball players in Mississippi, as a seventh grader, she's one of the top kids, regardless of class. She's really good. I mean,
Top 10.
I don't know if I can't say I would do top 10, but I think I can easily say top 25, top 30. And that's
15 probably. I think we can comfortably
Nah,
say.
Evie, I think you being a little too nice to everybody else. I think she
He
definitely
being
cracked.
political.
I think she definitely cracked. I don't know. She
She
pretty
definitely
good.
top 15. Top
She pretty
15 right
good.
now. It don't matter. It don't matter what class.
well,
I'm just saying, dribbling, pass, and feel. Now, like of course, like
Man,
she
body
young.
control. I'm gonna tell you what's so impressive about her as a seventh grade. Let's think about this, y'all. We all have been coaches, seen kids at middle school that her body control at a seventh grade is unbelievable. I ain't never seen no seventh grade stopping on the dime, hitting jump shots
I
like
can.
that.
I don't want to burst y'all bubble, and I just made the statement. I mean, I brought this up, but I'm thinking of six guards, and I don't like Kaylee Nix. I love her. I don't like her. I want to make that clear. I love her, but I'm thinking about when you talk about any class. Y'all don't want me to name them, do you?
No, we don't need you to.
Okay, all right. Just I want y'all to think about.
I mean, but you make
I seen her go against the top guard.
you
I'm
got
saying,
you.
Evie, when you put it in the category, you just putting like all. Are we saying like all guards, and then we saying
No,
like.
I'm just looking at all players. Period.
Oh
I think
no, okay.
I think she's an
I
easy.
thought you said guards. My
I think
bad.
she's an easy top 25 kid. Now guards, yeah, she's a top 10 guard, easy. And if you're looking at point guard, she's top 10, no question, regardless of class. I was combining all of the players top 25. When you talk about, you Big Z from Biloxi, Sanaya Murray, Jada Gay. I mean, you start
Yeah, in
the
that
list.
case, then yeah, for sure. Yeah, okay.
I'm just talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah, yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, if you just
Yeah.
look at guard,
Sanaa Cook, Macy Pfeiffer.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
we got the fact that I think about this now, the fact that I have her in the top 25 is huge.
No. You right. Cause same with Meg
Look,
Moore.
I
Meg
mean,
Moore, top 20 kid, probably regardless. Top 15,
Ain't no
regardless too.
Meg Moore is special.
but you
Yeah,
got to think it ain't like you just put them. They got the production and the numbers to bag it. So you just
yeah,
Right.
give
Ain't
it
no
to
question.
them. They got it. How
Yeah.
many girls
yeah,
score 42 points in the game? Like, come
yeah,
on now.
yeah, yeah,
Be real.
yeah,
See, when you look at
yeah.
guards, you like just to throw real quick, JoJo, Nadia Norfleet, Carly Block, and Ikemi Johnson. Those four guards right
No, they,
there,
no, they good. Yeah, absolutely.
they're
They
special.
can
Those are
They
like
can
those
hoop.
are four special guards.
Right.
And then you got
Special,
Carly
special,
Robinson. That's
special.
five.
Yeah.
Carly Robinson is right there in that conversation. Then I would probably
Then
put
you got kids people don't know about. Katie Jones, Zaria Brown. Like you gotta mention them type of kids too. Fran Kelly,
well,
Jalea
those are
Kelly,
not. We just
Jalea
talking about
Carrier.
guards. Kenny Jones is definitely.
Them
Uh,
guards.
no, I'm talking about a point guard. I don't think Zaria is a point guard.
Well,
Zaria,
hey, she need to be point guard on Snarville. I tell you that.
she's more of. I look at her as more of a, like a three. She can't. I mean, she can play the point. I'm just talking about little guard. But she would definitely. Kayla Nix definitely would be in that conversation. And you know what's great about this? Here's what people don't understand. We're talking about. We're having a little argument and discussion about is she. Think about this. Top 25 out of at least 2 to 3,000 high school students.
Yeah.
That's like people don't look at the magnitude of that. When I rank kids and you make the top 20, that means in your class, There's 500 players in your class, and I'm saying you're the top 20. So if you're in the top 50, that means you're in the top 50 of 500 players. You're still in, like, you're in great shape. When you really think about it. So uh, she's definitely she's going to be a conversation piece for years. I mean, we're going to have this conversation. You're talking about it's going to move from, just think about this. Meg Moore is a ninth grader. Carly Robinson is a ninth grader. Carly Carruth is a ninth grader. Very soon, they're going to be seniors, and Kaylee Nick Steele is going to be a sophomore. Just think about that. And if she gets if Kaylee Nix gets 5'9", 5'10", whew,
Yeah.
that ain't gonna be nothing. That ain't gonna be nothing nice right there. And we just need y'all people to stay away from her. She can we got it over here in Mississippi. Y'all ain't gotta come help. We don't need your help. We can do it. It can be done right here. You don't have the blueprint. So, but anyway, we'll leave that alone there. I'm talking to the out of state people. So I ain't talking about you. If you in state, I ain't talking about you. So I want to make that clear. I'm talking to out of state people. We don't need your help.
I'll be honest. We don't need your help. Definitely. We definitely don't need the help.
We good over here.
We okay with them.
Yeah,
we okay.
We can get it done right here. So anyway, well, let's get our last gigs of the night. If y'all ain't got none, we'll start with Cord. You go ahead. We'll go with Snacks, and then Talante, and then I'll end it.
Hey, that ball about to go in the air, man. AAU time, baby. You know what I'm saying? Hey, give these kids a little break and it's time to hit it. Throw that ball in there. That's it. That's it, UV.
It is indeed AAU time. It just don't stop around here. It's the next go time. What you got, Snacks?
Just want to congratulate all the state champions, um, men and women. I actually got a chance to see a good bit of games last week. I was there every day, so I got to see a good bit of basketball. And like Cole said, AU time now, so I'm glad to be part of the Super United family. So we're going to embark on a new journey this upcoming summer. So excited about that, and look forward to representing the state in that capacity. So looking forward to that, and I'm also kind of be bouncing in between because I definitely gonna want to kind of follow the action on you guys' side as well, on the girl side, because in September I have Elite 35, so I definitely want to kind of incorporate selection based off like AAU too. So I definitely want to get a chance to see some of those girls in action.
Talante.
Just piggybacking off what they said, congratulations to all the state champions. It was a good season. It went by pretty fast, but all in all, I think it was a great season. We had some great storylines. People winning games, you know what I'm saying, rematches in the championship. So it was a great season, but like you guys say, it's AAU time. It's showcase time, talking hoops in the SIP. Make sure y'all get registered for that. We always have like 200 players in that, so make sure you get there. If you don't have a name, come make a name for yourself because we can't talk about you if we don't know who you are. So other than that, man, congratulations to everybody again. And have fun this summer. Get some rest first, and then just get back to it.
Appreciate you guys coming on. Appreciate Meg Moore, Shamar Morton, JoJo Wilson, and Fran Kelly for coming on tonight. Thank you, Cordarius, Snacks and Talante. Thank you guys for tuning in all year long. And again, like Talante said, March 22nd, Talking Hoops in the SIP Showcase. It's a lot of great players all the way from the great Josh Hubbard, has played in that game. Just everybody's been somebody has played in that game at some point, and we've had people that come that nobody knew about, got discovered, and got scholarships out of there, and so it's definitely something. We still have some spots remaining. So just reach out to me, DM me if you still want to get in the game. Have had over 200 nominations this year alone, and so we've had invitations out, and so we still are, if a few people that we still have a few spots to fill. So feel free to get that. And so again, appreciate all of you. Stay safe in this weather. And my season, my first season as a head coach came to an end last week. Thank God for the W, and thank God for the girls. We had 6 seniors who are graduating and moving on. We finished the year 8-17. Didn't have the record that we wanted, but we also had the best record that had the most wins they've had in the D3 era, both in one season and then on a conference. So we're moving ahead, and so we're gonna get some more players in here and continue to build this thing. Got the foundation laid, and I'm excited about it. So that's my little plug for the W. Come down to the W, baby. Hoo-dee-hoo. So for Delonte Weber, Cordarius Jones, Snacks, Eddie Young, I'm EV the Geeker, aka Coach EV, saying good night, and we appreciate you guys. See y'all the next time.